afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Gracie, and what I'm going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The motivation and the corrections that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. I'm using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and I keep the bulk of the leash folded in my right hand. This leaves my left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on her training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now she's sitting very nicely at my left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. So if you're in Seattle in the summertime and there's a ton of people and distractions, that you can still successfully walk your puppy without her lunging out, even if it's friendly, people don't like it. She should be focused on you and walking nicely, and included in that exercise is an automatic sit. So that when you stop your feet, she's been taught to sit automatically without being told. The command is Gracie heel. Gracie heel. Good girl. Now her job is to stay even in my left leg. Good girl, Gracie. Good girl. Good girl.
There she goes with the automatic sit after the heel.
Now I'm giving her little treats off and on to keep her motivated and focused, but she knows this stuff without treats. The next command we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word firm command, hand and voice, stay. Stay. Now you're going to practice lengthening out the amount of time that she will hold this. She's a baby, so as she gets older and you practice, you're going to be able to do a 3-minute sit-stay. When I return back to her, I'm going to walk all the way around her, returning all the way back around to heel position, and then I'm going to praise her for a good job. Good job, Gracie. And we're going to demonstrate that again for you. Gracie, heel. Good girl. Good girl. Gracie. Come on. Good girl, Gracie, heel. Good girl. Sit. Stay. And remember, you can practice these exercises right in your house. You don't have to go outside to practice sit, stay, and down stay. This time, instead of returning back to her, I'm going to demonstrate the come on command. We call it the recall. The command is, Gracie, come. She should come right in front and sit, so that when she's coming into you, she's not jumping on you, trying to knock you over backwards. We want her to come in nicely and then sit. Gracie, heel, we'll demonstrate that again for you. Stop. Good girl. Come on, Gracie. Stay. Stay. Gracie, come. Good girl. So if you notice, I'm only giving her treats every once in a while, and what I'm using is a little cat treat. There are only 2 calories per treat, and the dogs can get rid of them real fast, so that when you're working with them, they're not chewing on the treat that you used before. You're going to use your training collar, and with Gracie, it's kind of, you've got to mix discipline with sweetness or you lose her completely. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground with the one word command, down. Stay. Now your long down stay, you're actually going to be able to get her to hold a long down stay for about 5 minutes as you work forward. When I return back to her again, I'm going to walk back just the way I did on the sit stay, and she should remain lying there until I get back to heel position. Heel position is always your start and stop place. So now she expects to get another command. Gracie, heel. Good girl. Good girl, Grace. Good girl, Mommy. Good job. Gracie, heel. Come on. Down. No, down. 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 Step. Now she needed a little encouragement. No, sit. 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 Because after all, she is a bulldog. They're very, very hard-headed. You can see clearly that she knows the command. And then all of a sudden, the bulldog part of her brain kicks in, and she looks at you like, I've never done this before. I see it. So we're going to go back to healing. Work it out. Come on, Nora. Heal. Now I'm going to get really daring, and we're going to try it down from a distance. This is harder. Stay. I leave her in a sit stay, and I turn to face her. And what your goal is going to be at home is to lengthen out the distance. Down. Down. Stay. Now see, I offered her a little correction and a little treat, and I got the end result. So she's a complicated girl. Gracie, come. Good girl. We always get a treat for good come. She's absolutely adorable. Her housebreaking is very, very good. She's done a great job of switching from wee-wee pads to outside. We're always here to help you. You're right around the corner, so if you have questions or problems after she gets home, we want to hear from you. If you're doing great, we want to hear that too. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.